Hey guys, I'm gonna get this video started. Julie Marie left a little while ago. I had her this morning. I won't have her again until next Wednesday as far as we know. That's when we'll have her again. It's a very, well, let the brightness go away. There we go. A very wet, rainy day. I don't know if y'all can see the rain. You can kind of see it coming off the side of the house there. But yeah, it's a very wet, rainy day. So it's supposed to stop soon, but I don't know exactly when. But I am right now, well, I've already washed one load of washing dog stuff. Let's see if we can see better out here. I don't know. It's very bright. There we go. It has to have time. But yeah, it's rainy today. But I washed one load of dog stuff, like their beds and stuff. We're washing those up today. Got another load in because we have 4 dogs and a cat, but we have 8 pet beds because we have 3 for the dogs in here because one of the dogs never really stays in here, and 1 for the cat. And then in Noah's room there's 4 dog beds because Allie always stays with Noah. She always does. So we don't have her bed in here. And if she decided, oh, this tripod's too short, if she did start staying in here, we'd get her a bed. But she's probably never gonna do that, as old as she is. Anyway, I am going to be in a little while, once it's ready, within an hour or so, well, between 3 and 4, I'm supposed to go get my Walmart pickup because I want to go ahead and get my grocery order in because I need lasagna noodles and I also need heavy whipping cream to make 2 of the meals that were on the menu plan this week. We could change those, but Noah asked for those things, so I'm going to make them. I may not make the one like this week. It may be pushed to the 1st of next week, or it could be tomorrow. We'll see. Today would probably be the best day for it, but I really want to make the lasagna. So I did order some lasagna noodles. They didn't have a couple of the things that I ordered, which one of them I just ordered it just to have. We didn't even need it. It was just like something we keep around the house, like animal crackers is what it is. We just keep those. Well, they were out, which that's not what the website says, but whatever, I don't care. The other thing, we were getting the dogs some shampoo, but they didn't have it in stock at the store, the kind that we wanted, because we get the kind with the oatmeal in it because of Bella's skin. And they didn't have it, so we still have some, so it's fine, but they're going to ship it to us instead. But the animal crackers, they just, it's canceled, that part is. So 2 of the things on the list we didn't get. I also added something to the list this morning because whenever I got up, there was a picture on the table because the picture frame had gotten busted. Believe it or not, I was pregnant with Selena in this picture. Look how tiny I was. Look at that dark lipstick. What is happening with that lipstick? I don't know what's happening with that lipstick. Let's see if we can get this to not have a glare. Can we? I don't know. Jeff said, I didn't have any gray hair in that. I said, well, I didn't either. Noah was 6 months old, and I was pregnant with Selena, but I didn't even know it yet. I found out right after this. Look how tiny I was. I mean, seriously, I had a 6-month-old and was pregnant again, and I was so tiny. So that proves it wasn't pregnancy that caused this. All this happened later. But yeah, it had, last night, Bella wanted to go out after I went to bed, and Noah was letting her out, and something happened, and he almost got tripped up because of her, and he bumped the wall, and he's so tall that he hit this picture, and it fell off the wall. It cut me a little bit on my shirt and my hairs, but that's all right. This is me with no gray hairs. I don't know what that face was. I don't know what that brown lipstick was either. I think it was called Burgundy or something like that. What in the world? What's crazy is, back then, I didn't use a lot of eyeshadow and mascara and stuff. Now I use more mascara and I wear red lipstick when I wear makeup. I need to start wearing it more often. But yeah, Noah was a tiny little man. But I got a new frame. That's what I was trying to get to. Hello. Anyway, I ordered a picture frame. Couldn't find one that we really wanted, but we got one that hopefully will work. If not, then I'll just have to take it back to Walmart. So, yeah. Because I want to get it back on the wall. But that was you know, I don't really pay attention to those pictures in the haul very much. Like, I look at them every once in a while, but I don't really look. But, yeah. I still don't understand how the weight thing, I mean, I do now that I know I'm insulin resistant, I guess is what it is. And I hope this medicine helps me lose weight. I hope it does work, you know, which some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. But, anyway, I don't know where I got off onto that from. But I'm doing pretty good today. Like I said, I've got clothes going, or dog clothes. I need to empty the dishwasher. There's not much in there, but I need to empty it. There's a little bit from lunch today. And also, hold on. Or maybe not. It evened out. That kind of like, what? It didn't do that the first spin. You know what happens. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. That thing got me all crazy. Oh, the dishes and stuff. We have stuff from lunch, and Jeff bringing home stuff from work, and then his breakfast this morning. That's the only dishes we have dirty. When I went to bed last night, my sink was empty, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this stuff done. There will be no clothes folding today, because I'm not folding up the dog beds. That would be weird. I think it would be impossible. I don't know. But anyway, I'll be back at some point, even if it's just to show you the grocery haul and then supper, me cooking supper. Because, yeah, I'm going to show you all the grocery haul, what we got for this week. Okay, so I'm going to go over what we got from Walmart real quickly. We didn't get a lot, as you can see on the table. There's not a lot here. We just got a few things. I got some oatmeal squares for cereal and some granola. Noah's going to try this kind. He's never had this kind before, but he's going to try that. And I got some barley because I just thought, why not try it again? Well, I used to use it all the time in soups and stuff, and it was good, but I haven't bought it in years, so I thought I'd get some. Got 2 packs of lasagna noodles, one for me to cook for supper tonight, the other one just to have on hand because I don't have any on hand. Got a 5-pound bag of crinkle cut potatoes because we don't have any like frozen potatoes, so I decided to go ahead and grab these because we usually keep them, but we haven't had them in a month and a half. So I got some fish sticks just for like a quick lunch sometimes, and I'll probably be the only one eating this, so this 1 pack I can eat off of for a while because I eat like, I don't know, 7. What is the serving size on these? The serving size is 5. Okay, I eat like 7 at a time, 6 or 7 whenever I eat these. So there's that. And we got some more cheese. I got some Havarti because we were close to out of that, and same with the pepper jack. And I used the very last of this cheddar last night, so I got that. I got some Parmesan because I like to keep this and we're out of it. And you can freeze this, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw 2 bags in the freezer. I'll be using 1 bag tonight for our lasagna, and the other bag I'm just going to have in the refrigerator. Alright, I bought some margarine. I don't buy margarine very often, but I do like to keep it for things like whenever I'm making a grilled cheese or something, because I just do. They don't have hydrogenated oils and cholesterol in them anymore, so they're supposed to be better for you. So I went ahead and grabbed that. I got some half and half for my coffee, some orange juice because we're out, heavy whipping cream because we need it for those, what do you call them? Dumplings. And the Fallon, I got the recipe from Fallon from Moss Family TV for those dumplings, and they are our favorite now. So we'll probably never go back. I think they're called Cozy or Comfy. I don't know. I don't remember, but whenever I cook them, I will share them with y'all. Got another gallon of milk, and I got this frame, which looks way bigger than it should be. I don't know, but it does have this, like, rustic pattern, or rustic stuff. I like it. So, Jeff picked it out. So, I'm going to see about putting the picture in there, but first I'm going to put all this away, and I'll be back. And I'll show y'all the picture if it works. If not, I'll have to take this back, but not today. Okay guys, I didn't change the tripod, and I hope that this one is going to be alright. But, let me scoot y'all down a little bit, maybe it'll be better. I'm about to make the lasagna. The first thing I do is try to get everything I'm going to need out. I didn't do it yet. I was thinking I did, but I have not gotten everything I need out. Because I am going to need some spoons and stuff. So now hopefully I have everything out. If I'm missing anything, I'm in the kitchen, so hopefully it won't be too far away. But I am going to be using this bent can. We got it for 50 cents. It's still in date until next year, February of next year. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it because I don't know if it's going to show up. But we got it at Darlene's back in January, I think it was. Or maybe before that, I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to be using that to try to make everything. Over here in this iron skillet, I'm going to go ahead and put my ground beef and let it start going. And while it's going and getting cooked up, actually, just throw this away and wash my hands real quick. While that is going, I'm going to go ahead and start making the cheese mixture that I make. I don't always make it the same exact way. I just do it different ways. And I cannot remember if I used all that cottage cheese or not. I'm going to look real quick, but I think I did. Yeah, I think I did whenever I made the lazy lasagna, which I could have pulled one of those out, but I decided not to. That should be preheated by the time I get everything else gone or done. But I'm gonna let that start going. The middle of it was still a little bit frozen, but not a lot. Like, not so much that I couldn't cut it. Yeah. With my spoon. All right. I'm gonna let that start going. Now I'm gonna put the things I need for the cheese. I have to grate this too, and I did take it out of the freezer, so that wouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna use cream cheese. A lot of people use ricotta or cottage cheese. I have found that we love cream cheese, so a lot of the time that's what I use because it's just something I always have. I don't always have cottage cheese. I don't always have ricotta, but I always have cream cheese. Most, like, I would say 95% of the time I have cream cheese. Okay, I just almost choked on air. How do you do that? I don't know, but I'm good at it right now. At least for this minute. I don't normally do it. I'm going to get all this goodie off of here though. Waste none of the yummy. Lasagna is not something I make often. It is not something that we eat often. But whenever I make it, it is all eaten. I'll put it that way. It's never wasted. None of it is wasted. So I'm going to get that in there, and I'm going to keep that little, what do you call it? Box. Because I'm about to crack an egg. One of our girls so lovingly gave us one. I would say it's probably a medium-sized egg, but, you know, it'll work. We don't mind. I knew there was going to be nothing wrong with it, but just, it's habit, okay? It's habit. I still have not done the dishes. I'll get to them. Probably while this is in the oven, I'll do them. Alright, so, to my cream cheese and to the egg, I'm going to put some Italian seasoning. I don't know, maybe a teaspoon or so. Some oregano, just because I know that Italian seasoning has it, but I like it. Maybe a teaspoon, I don't know. Some of this garlic spread, the Johnny's garlic spread. You can use whatever kind you want if you want to use it, but probably a teaspoon of that. And some of this, the stuff Mr. Tom doesn't like. The jarred garlic. He does not like that stuff. Put some of that in there. And I'm going to mix this up some. And then I'm going to add some Parmesan to it. I may add another egg. I'm not sure yet. But I just want to get this mixed together before I decide. And some people I have seen put sour cream in it. I've never tried that, but now I'm so tempted because I've seen it. I just want to try it, but I don't know. I know nobody here would mind if I did try something new. They're all for me trying new things every time I ever do. And I am going to put some of the grated Parmesan in here, though. Let me stir this a little bit. And I did not season the meat because there's going to be seasoning and everything else. So I don't feel the need to ever season the meat. But you could put some salt and pepper on it if you wanted to. But I just want to get it good and browned. Nice and yummy. Okay. This might not have been as close to room temperature as I would have liked, the cream cheese, because it's not getting as creamy as I'd like. So I'm going to let it sit there for a few minutes while I put this away. And I also am going to use a little bit of that pizza sauce. I'm going to use the rest of it up because we're not making pizza anytime soon and I don't want it to waste. But now my battery's flashing at me. So I'm going to go ahead and let that sit there for a few minutes and let it smoothen up some. And then I'll stir it a little bit more. Get this open and get this shredded and change my battery, and I'll be right back. Okay, so just finishing up grating the cheese, or I'm trying to. It's getting all stuck in there because it's so soft that it doesn't want to come out. I've already got one bowl done. I think I'm about to have to turn this down. My oven is preheated, so that's done. Alright, let me try to get this done. Get my doodad so I can hold it in without getting my fingers near the mechanism. I still cannot get this thing to suction. It's a me thing. Definitely a me thing. Is that it? Is it all of it? Okay, I think I've gotten all of it. Because it's not... Yeah. Alright, So now I'm going to take it apart and try to get all this out that I can. Wow. If you want to grate the cheese, do not get the Sam's kind of mozzarella. That's not grated, of course, duh. I mean, it's good cheese, but if you want to grate it, you don't want that kind because it's too difficult. Then you have to pick it off, and it's so soft. It's good, tastes yummy, but it's difficult to work with. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. That's gotta be soaked. Alright, so the cheese is grated, at least that part's done, and clean up some of my mess. I'm about to put the sauce in there. I will also be adding water to this because I'm not cooking my noodles ahead of time. Okay, what am I doing? I don't know. Wasting my time, that's what I'm doing. So y'all can't see the sauce stuff going on, but I'll show you in a few minutes. I'm sure most of you have done this part before or made it like, I'm just putting the sauce in the ground beef. And the ground beef is cooked through. I'm going to turn it down on low because it's really cooking it up fast. I'm going to keep this jar pour this in here. Y'all may be like, what in the world are you doing that for? Well, I'm going to have sauce or something down there anyway. Alright, this is that pizza sauce we had left over, and put water in it too. Don't want to waste any of the goodie. Let me move y'all closer. Maybe y'all can, there we go. Sorry for jiggling y'all around. I'm using the little tripod because that's the one I had on the camera. Probably shouldn't have. Let me see if I can open this. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't difficult. It might get difficult once I get over to the actual bend. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult in that spot. May have to get something to get that open with. One reason I'm using this sauce is because it's bent. The other reason, it's really liquidy. And I know this brand is really liquidy because we used to buy it a lot. And I want this to be a little extra liquidy because of the fact that I'm not cooking the noodles. And the noodles are not oven ready. They're not. I never use oven ready ones. Some people may be like, why are you not using oven ready? And I didn't drain this either because I just didn't. I don't usually have a lot of fat in the meat. So I don't ever do it. But anyway, I don't use oven ready noodles because they cost more. And because, I don't know, I just don't see the point of me doing that when I can just put a little extra water in this and cook it just a little bit extra time and go for it like that. So that's why. And I usually put some of the Parmesan in with the with this that I mixed up with the egg and everything, but I think I'm just gonna sprinkle some on and just do this the best I can, because I don't think this was soft enough, and we're just gonna work with it with what we got, and it's gonna be delicious. I probably should have done 2 things of cream cheese too. I may put a little bit of sour cream in it just to try it. Why not? I mean, I don't know. I may not. Alright, so I've got that down there, a little sauce and water. Move this a little bit closer to my pan. And I'm going to put a little bit of the meat sauce in here, just to have it in there. This may not be the way other people will do lasagna. My mama never, I don't think she's ever cooked lasagna. I don't think I've ever, I don't even know if she eats lasagna. I don't think she does. But I've never had lasagna at home, so I didn't know how to make it. I just went by what I thought from what I had seen on Food Network. And that's how I started doing it. If it's wrong, oh well. Alright, so now I'm going to try to put some of this on. And I don't know if it's going to do very well, but I'm just going to put it on there as well as I can. And it'll be fine. It'll work out. And honestly, I have just mixed this in with the meat mixture and just let it go. Like, put a little bit of the meat mixture in it to help melt it a little. That's what I should have probably done this time, but it's late. It's too late now. We don't care if it's mixed. We don't have to have perfect layers. That doesn't matter to us. We just want the flavors. And as long as you have the ingredients in here, the flavors are going to be here. And yes, I pulled out a silicone spatula because the silicone spoon was not doing its job. Okay. But I've been doing it this way, well, with the cream cheese for a couple years now. And otherwise, I haven't made any changes except, you know, sometimes I would use cottage cheese. Sometimes I would use ricotta. It's just whatever I had. I'm just going to kind of scoot this around as well as I can. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't care if it's perfect or not. And I know that might sound callous and that might sound rude or whatever to some people, but it's not that I don't care about my food and my family. It's just that it doesn't really matter because it's all going to melt. In the end, it's just going to melt. It's going to all be happy together anyway. So, I mean, look at that down there coming up already. I need a, there we go. Get that off there. I'll use that in a minute. Alright, so now I'm going to put some Parmesan on here. And then I'm going to put some mozzarella on here. This is my cheese layer. See, you never even know that other didn't mix well. Oh, I dropped some onto the stove top. See, you can't tell that it was any different. All right, now I'm going to put more noodles in. And I like to start from the opposite side. I probably should have put 4 across in the bottom, but I didn't. Oops, stop just doing all that. Put a good layer of this. Let me turn that around. And I know some people put sausage in their lasagna. I don't like sausage in mine. I could do that for the boys and make myself a small one. But they don't care if they don't have it. They don't have to have it, so they're like good with whatever I do. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know. And I know I'm going to do something in a minute that's going to be like, what in the world are you doing, lady? Why are you doing that? That's what y'all are going to think. It's probably going to be weird to y'all. But since I'm not using cooked noodles, I am going to put some water on here. And I'll be using about a half a jar. It will not water it down. It does not make it taste bad. It does not do anything to it. If you think about it, whenever you are making the noodles, normally, I put too much water in there. There's water in it. Just remember that. So, it's not like I did anything that was really gross or strange. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. We're going to have to move these over a little bit. Put those bits there. We'll stick that one over there and just stick these in the middle. Stick them wherever they'll work. There. I know y'all are probably thinking it's crazy, but that's just the way I do it. And I will put more cheese on, but it'll be at the end. At this point, after I get this last bit of sauce on, I'm going to put some foil over it, and I'm going, nope, that's still too hot. Should have known that. This is not a other kind of skillet. I don't use those anymore. Let me pour as much as I can out. Ooh, heavy. Cast iron is heavy. One thing about your cast iron, y'all saw I just did tomato sauce in that. As soon as I get this in the oven, I'm gonna clean that cast iron, because tomato, the acid in it is not good for cast iron. Just want to let y'all know that, just in case you don't know. I'm pretty sure most of you do. At least that's what I understand. I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong before. But there we go. I'm gonna get some foil over this. gonna put it in the oven for probably an hour to an hour and a half. It's just according to how long those noodles take to cook. Because the meat's already cooked, the sauce is already cooked, it's just the noodles that have to cook. But before I put it in the oven, I'm going to put it on a sheet. Does this one work? Yeah, it'll work. Just in case it goes over. Because it will sometimes boil over. And we don't want that. So it's going in the oven. Have fun in there, lasagna. I'm gonna clean that up and clean up my mess, and I'll be back later. Okay, so I've just taken this out of the oven, and if you look down there, those little things there, I can't see what I'm pointing at because, oh boy, that's a mess. Anyways, that is why the pan is there. So let me put this back down. I am out of practice using this tripod. But anyway, I'm going to open this up and we're going to see what it looks like. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's definitely done. I probably should have done less layers, but that's alright. It'll be fine. But it's definitely done. So now I'm going to put cheese on top. And, can't reuse this one. I mean, you maybe could wash it, but no. I ain't doing that today. But anyway, I'm going to put cheese on top of it. And it does have some liquid right there, but that's alright too. Because it's not going to get covered back up and it'll be fine. And, I'm going to stick it back in the oven and let it finish up. I'm going to put mozzarella and Parmesan on it. But all I have to do is just let this melt and it'll be ready to go. And it, I mean, it's just really good. And y'all, I'm washing my washing machine, so y'all probably hear it in the background, and I'm sorry for that. This cheese, because of it being so soft, is very hard to spread out, so we're just gonna do the best we can. I'm gonna do the best I can and go with it. There's cheese all through it anyway, we know that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be yummy. I don't want it on the edge anyway much because then it'll come out everywhere. Also, Noah emptied the dishwasher for me, or for us. It's not just for me. He emptied it and I reloaded it. And I have some things over here that I gotta hand wash. And some things that just weren't dry he put over here, which is what we always do. I'm gonna put some Parmesan on, and then I'm gonna just put it back in the oven for like, I don't know, 10 or so minutes, just enough for that to melt, and get the table cleaned up, get it ready for supper, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, because that thing's so obnoxious. Because I want some sort of fresh vegetable with this, but I don't want, well, I don't want anything cooked, first of all. And I don't want a full-on salad because, I don't know, I'm not in the mood for that. We have some broccoli that is in the refrigerator already ready to eat. And we have this cucumber, so I'm going to cut this cucumber up and we can have the broccoli and cucumber as a side with the lasagna if anybody wants it. I'm just not in the mood for a salad. I don't know why. But I do want something other than just the lasagna. And I don't want anything else cooked. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I want some raw vegetables. So I decided a cucumber because it's easy. And we do the broccoli because it's already prepped. It's cut up, well, it's washed and cut up and everything. It's ready to go. So, set that one there. And normally I would rather have it with the skin on it with most of the time, but there's so much wax on cucumbers nowadays. Now if it's a fresh cucumber out of my garden, or if it's an English cucumber, I'll leave the skin on it because the skin's good for you and it tastes good. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but this is just full of wax and I can't get it off. And I scrub my cucumbers before I ever, you know, start prepping them or whatever. So I just peel them. And I mean, you can still eat the wax stuff. It's supposed to be food safe, you know, but I just don't like the way it feels. I just don't like it, and that's all right. Right, Jeffrey? I said right, Jeffrey? He just got out of bed. Left? What you mean left?
You go right.
No, I said right. I said right, Jeffrey. In other words, you agree with me. Are you that asleep? Do you see the new plant baby since yesterday? We got like 2 more overnight. My phone's going off. I have to check it later. I'm busy in the kitchen. Good grief. Okay, and that's done. Okay, so here's the lasagna after it's all melted. And I mean, it's not like the most beautiful thing, but it smells beautiful, right, Jeffrey? Does it smell beautiful? He just got out of bed, so he's a little slow. There's the cucumber, and we hadn't got the broccoli out yet, but it's already ready to go anyway, so just wanted to show you all that so we can dig in and eat. We didn't do any garlic bread or anything like that. This is plenty. We don't need anything else. Plus, I don't have any in the freezer anyway, and I don't have any thick bread, so here we go. Okay guys, with that I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway, because you might like something I do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really want to know. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.